Hi, my name's Esther, and this is my very first time posting on YouTube. Well, I've posted on YouTube, but it's mostly been just like dumb little videos of my dog and stuff like that. Nothing like this. The reason that I've decided to do this is because in 5 days I will be boarding a plane to go to San Diego, where I will be picked up and taken across the border um, to have gastric sleeve surgery. I I've thought a lot about this, and initially tried to get it done in the United States. And it's not that my insurance won't so-called cover it. It's just the cost, number one, and number two, the process is a very lengthy, gotta jump through hoops kind of thing. And I just got tired of it. It seemed like every time I finished one part of it, there was more, and there was always more, and there was always more. I also felt like they were kind of also just pushing like their supplements and things on me, which, listen, I'm totally into supplements and things like that. I believe in vitamins and all that stuff. That's just who I am. But I just really wanted it to just be like, you guys are like my doctor, my surgeon, my, medical team, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to help me get through this. And that wasn't exactly what it was turning out to be. So my sister actually went 2 years ago and had it done in Mexico. And when she did, I was like, are you crazy? Because at the time I didn't really know much about it. I mean, honestly, it just sounded crazy. Like when she said it to me, it was just sounding crazy. Like I was just like, seriously, like this is just out there, And so anyway, fast forward, she went and she had a good experience. She now has lost all of her weight that she was carrying, all that extra weight she was carrying for a long time. And she's living a really different kind of life now. And as I've seen her, I've seen like her confidence come out, and I've seen just a new side of her. I mean, she's still my sister. She's still the same sister. But it's just something about her that has just like blossomed and come out, something that she'd been wanting and could never achieve on her own. And so this gave it to her. And as seeing that, I realized that my whole life I've been going through that. I've been, trying and trying and trying and never getting anywhere. And, I'd go up and down on the scale. It just is very frustrating. And so I did a lot of research, and I researched a lot of different doctors and facilities and hospitals and in Mexico. And I joined a lot of groups where people had actually like gone through the process and gotten the surgery. I wanted to hear like real people's opinions and comments and stories about what had gone on with them. And after doing all of that, I finally settled on a surgeon that I felt was the right fit for me. I liked where he did his surgeries, the hospital. And so I went ahead and I said, I'm going to do it. And so now I'm 5 days away from boarding the plane. In 6 days, the next day is when I have the surgery. So I'll be boarding the plane on February 4th, and I'll be having the surgery on February 5th. And this YouTube is going to follow me kind of like through all of that. I know that when I was searching for, sorry if I say a lot. I've never done this before, and it's just, anyway. I had a lot of questions about what exactly the process looked like. And all I could really find was, you call, you get the doctor, you give him your information, the surgeon evaluates it, decides whether you're a candidate or not. Then you pay your deposit, and that's it. Obviously you go, you get your surgery, and, but I really couldn't find anybody that was like talking about like the whole process. Like, I never, most people have flown on airplanes and such. What, baby? What? My son. But I just wanted to know, like, what the process was like. I mean, I personally have never been anywhere on the West Coast. I've never flown anywhere except up and down the East Coast. I'm kind of sheltered, I guess, compared to most people. And I have never left the country in my entire life. Closest to that would be Puerto Rico when I was about 6 years old. But that's, not exactly the same thing. So I was very curious as to like what the whole process looked like and felt like, and the traveling and all of that. I live in North Carolina, so I wanted to know. I wanted to kind of see if anybody had documented that, and no, I couldn't find it. If it's out there, I couldn't find it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to basically document my trip, my journey out there. Kind of like making my way from the gate to where they're supposed to pick me up, and then being picked up, and what the journey from the airport to the border looks like. And I don't know if I'll be able to film, but I'm going to try it. Film what it's kind of like going through the border, and my arrival to the condo, which is the first place you go to with this surgeon that I decided to go with. He puts you up in this condo that they have. It's like a private condo. And then the next day they pick you up and take you to the hospital for the surgery. The doctor that I decided to go with is Dr. Maytorena. His name is Dr. Jorge Maytorena. And his company or his group is called Long Term WLS, which is weight loss surgery. So it's long. If you look for it, it's long-term WLS, and I guess I could put a link down in the description. The coordinator that I've been dealing with, his name is Ruben, and he's been extremely professional and kind and attentive and responsive to all of my questions. He has basically, I feel like sometimes I'm a pest asking questions and such, and he has just been there through the whole thing of me getting prepared for this. The hospital that Dr. Maytorena does his surgeries at is called Oasis of Hope. You can Google that as well if you want, or I don't use Google, I use a different search engine. But anyway, that's not the point. It's a very nice hospital. You can do like a little virtual tour if you want. I'm in no way trying to sell sell surgery. I'm in no way trying to sell surgery with Dr. Maytorena, or with anybody in Mexico for that matter, or anywhere in the United States. I'm not trying to do any of that. This is basically for informational purposes, for anybody that might be curious about it. This is not in any way medical advice. I am not a doctor. I am not a nurse. I don't have any qualifications to give any kind of medical advice. Everything and anything that I say on this video is purely my own experience and opinions. So that's basically it. I will probably get on here a few more times before the 4th, just to kind of talk and see if there's any comments or anything anybody wants to answer or anything. If you want to follow me, subscribe, and I guess that's it. I don't really know what else to say. I'm not really like one of these flashy people that's like, I don't know. You'll never see me on here like, I don't know. I'm not an influencer. I'm just a regular old girl. So anyway, thanks for listening if you're here and you're listening, and wish me luck.